Hey, Julia, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Brittany Hall, welcome in. Billy Cody, welcome in. Julia, how are you doing? Lauren, welcome in. Billy Cody, how's the baby doing? How are you doing? How is your health? Thank you so much for the gift. I really appreciate it. We have a little goal set up. Our hey there's doing really good, Julia. Thank you for asking. How was your day today? How was your Tuesday? Tuesday was good for me. Did a whole bunch of nothing today. A whole bunch of nada. And flavors. Hey, Christina, welcome in. How's everything in Michigan going? How are you doing? You didn't really do anything either. Good. It's nice to have a day where we don't do anything. Hello to those of you on YouTube. Welcome in. Hope everybody's doing okay. For those of you who just joined us, we're just waiting for the room to get filled just a little bit so that we can begin our readings. We have a lot of fresh titles today, new books for everybody. We're going to continue our readings from Where the Sidewalk Ends. Lauren, did you like that one? Is that the, I just uploaded the diet one? Or the AI? Or did you, was it the hibiscus? Can you say that? Judith? Judith? No. Oh, stigma and style. It was stigmatizing. Hey, Zaneb, welcome in. That post, when I found out the two, I was just gonna do like a quick description of the flower, but when I heard those two words, I was like, oh, that's great. Oh, Faith, you got a tattoo today. What did you get? For those of you on YouTube, if you can't behave, you're gonna get put in timeout. Miles Morales, Spider-Man. Oh, how fun! Is it big? Where at? Exactly where on your body is it? Is it a big one? How many inches? Color? Is it black and white? Renee, welcome in. Purple Poppy Seed, welcome in. Hey Bree, welcome in. Bree, how's everything in New Jersey? Renee, how are you doing? Hopefully everybody's doing great for a Tuesday. Wormy Books, welcome in. Oh, is it Bree? Interesting. Super dreary and raining. It's mid-June too. Bree, when do you start getting good weather over there? Hey, Amanda Williams, welcome in. Oh, Lauren, you started your overnight shift officially. Oh my gosh. So, what is your schedule? Oops, not my regular account. Did you like that one, Renee? Yeah, that was a good one. The I love those flowers. They're so pretty. I could just sit there and look at their little stems. They're so detailed, so pretty. Hey, Roxy, welcome in. Thank you so much for the live gift. 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Oh my gosh, Lauren. Lauren, is that every day or what is that? Oh, 8 p.m. Okay. Thank you so much, Renee. I appreciate that. Next week is supposed to go on the whole lot. That's how we. Oh, okay. Monday through Friday. Oh my goodness, Lauren. Well, hopefully you're able to keep us on while we are on. Hey, John, welcome in. I just posted a new episode of Did You Know? It talks about AI. I love it. I mostly scroll much. Oh, that's good. That's nice. Hey, if you can get paid for that, why not? You know? Yeah, I love it. Good, good. I was watching the Astro World documentary on Netflix. Oh, is that good? I love documentaries, Jojo. My comments must be. Yeah, that's the first one I got, Christina. Yeah, I don't see. It says you pinned a comment, but it doesn't show what the comment is. It's good to see everybody on this fine Tuesday. Stay tiny, welcome in. They don't have much for me to do because my partner is still in training. Oh, got it. Okay, that explains how to. Oh, how fun. Oh, on calls alone. Okay, interesting. Okay, lots of news today. John, I'm gonna check that out. Definitely gonna check that out. That sounds like it's really good. Well, we'll keep you company, Lauren, while you are at work. We are 15 out of 20 for our Hey There Friends. And let's go ahead and begin. Oh, rapper Travis Scott, got it. Okay. Oh, that one. Okay. I have a 3-hour doctor appointment tomorrow. Christina, on what? Yeah, and we just kind of, John, we just kind of blew that over. I don't understand. I mean, later on we find out, if people were prosecuted or whatever. But yeah, that was Kardashian money behind that. That's how he got out of that, Travis Scott, Kardashian money. And influence. Because, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, he definitely got out for sure. Hey, Janelle Howell, welcome in. Victoria, welcome in. Yeah, untouchable. Somebody's got to take the heat for that, and it ain't gonna be him. All right, let's go ahead and begin with our poems from Where the Sidewalk Ends. We normally start with five poems a night. This one is called Helping. Agatha Fry, she made a pie, and Christopher John helped bake it. Christopher John, he mowed the lawn, and Agatha Fry helped rake it. Zachary Zug took out the rug, and Jennifer Joy helped shake it. And Jennifer Joy, she made a toy, and Zachary Zug helped break it. And some kind of help in the kind of help that helping's all about. And some kind of help is the kind of help we can all do without. That was a cute one. I think I read that one yesterday to the West Coast Beat. That one doesn't come with a picture on it. This one does. If I had a brontosaurus, I would name him Horace or Morris. But if suddenly one day he had a lot of little brontosauri, I I would change his name to Lori. I like how It feels like it's going somewhere, and then it suddenly just drops off. Maybe I should have pronounced that Olori. A lot of little brontosauri, I would change his name to Lori. Benjamin Bunn. Poor Benjamin Bunn from Wilmington. His buttons will not come undone. He hasn't changed his clothes since last July. And why? Because no one can unbutton him. No matter how they try, poor guy, and all that he can do is sit and bite his tongue and cry. And he cannot take a bath, so just lets the water run. And he can't go to the toilet, and he can't get any sun. And life just isn't any fun for Benjamin Bunn from Wilmington, whose buttons will not come undone. So there's Benjamin Bunn. He looks a little shy. He looks a little introverted. The battle. Would you like to hear of the terrible night when I bravely fought the no? All right. That was a short one. Would you like to hear of the terrible night when I barely fought the no? All right. That was it. Hey, Liz, welcome in. Minnow Mini. May I ask you if you've noticed, may I ask you if you've seen my Minnow Mini, who was swimming in your Ovaltine? For you've gone and drunk it up, dear, and now, she isn't in the cup, dear, and she's nowhere to be found, dear. Do you think she has drowned, dear? Minnow Mini. I would love to sit down. Yes. Hey, Books and Babe, welcome in. And our last one for tonight is the razor-tailed wren. The razor-tailed wren, he'll pretend he's your friend as he cuts all the grass on your lawn. But do not leave anything sticking far out, or swishity, it will all be gone. The razor-tailed wren. So the little bird's got a razor tail, and this is what they use as the example. But do not leave anything sticking far out, the guy's nose, or swishity, it will be gone. The razor-tailed wren cut off part of his nose. Isn't that funny? Hey, Prince Harflip, welcome in. The end. Good way to start the live with Where the Sidewalk Ends. Good poems. Good poems. Let's rate that 1 through 10. What are you guys thinking in the comment section? Those of you who are on YouTube, you may participate as well. Give it a 1 through 10. 1, you didn't really like it. 5, or 10, I really enjoyed it. We're going to pour some tea while we vote. Lauren, I totally agree. Totally agree with that idea. And it's a functional, capacity evaluation. Oh, okay. And what is that? Does that have anything to do with your accident that you were in, or is that something completely different? Let me back up on some of these. Always a fave. Yeah, Silverson has ADHD. Totally agree. Renee 10, Lauren 8, Liz Diaz, Victoria 10, Janelle Howell 8, the Lauren Perfect Poet from My Inner Child. Yes. Loved. Yes, it's because of the car accident. Oh, okay. Let's pour some tea. Well, hopefully it comes out good. John 9 or John 10. Hopefully the results come out good for Christina. and her appointment. Yeah, I can totally relate to Mr. Silverstein. I don't have a structure. My mind goes in a million places. Let's do a checkup on Lizzie Fish, or as we like to call her in the morning, Livy Fifth. Oh yes, let's do a 1 minute tap break. Hey Siri, set the timer for 1 minute.
1 minute, starting now.
Our goal tonight, let's make our goal 30K tonight. We set it at 35 yesterday, but we didn't make it. So we're gonna set our tapping goal at 30K. Let's look at Livy Fifth. Yeah, she's very international. Last night we turned off the light for Lizzie Fish. We turned off the light last night for Lizzie Fish because we did some research and we realized that she needs to have the light off. So there's Lizzie Fish. She's doing really good. This morning I woke up about 8 o'clock to feed the cats. Hey Elena, welcome in. And she was hiding in the inside of the little fauna. She was sleeping. She was literally sleeping in there. Hey Siri, turn off. She was hiding in the fauna, and then I was just kind of looking at her to see, if she was doing okay. And she was asleep. Yeah, I do, Liz. I still have the plastic on there. I do not take the plastic off any of my TVs. And so she's been very active today. We turned on the light for her. We fed her. She's eating. She's very active. Her little fins. She's floating all over the place in her little home. She's really into it. She really loves it. Livy the Fifth. The cats haven't become aware of her yet. They don't know. They don't see her because they don't hide by the tank. But she's doing really good. She loves it in there. She has a whole condominium complex to herself. She's been eating too. I've been putting in the bacon bits for her. And she gulps those suckers down. So she's got a really good appetite. So I'm anticipating that she's going to grow. I was doing some research and it says that they can live up to a year. But then people in the comment section were saying that they've had some of them for a little bit longer than that. So, hey, Sonica, welcome in. John, just Susie. I've been in touch with her, but she's doing okay. I think she's just super busy right now. Yeah, she's gonna live forever. Books and Babe. The fish tank is... Yeah, she is gonna live forever. Oh, she told you she hasn't been feeling well. Oh, okay. The fish tank is donated from the monies that we receive on TikTok. So it's a community fish. It's a community fish, and one of our primary donators was Liz. But we do want to give honorable mention to Prince Hairflip. We do want to give honorable mention to Prince Hairflip. Because, yeah, we have a fish fund. We have a fish fund, and we have ways and means of coming together and feeding our fish. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, we love a good Prince Hairflip. Mm-hmm. Prince Lizzie Fish. Oh yeah, let's do Prince Lizzie Fish. That's what we should call it. Love it. Yeah, we do have the monies available. We do have the monies available. You guys are so funny. You guys make me laugh. All right, let's adjust that. All right, let's go back into the stacks and see what we have for today's readings. Yes. Prince Lizzie Fish. Danby. Danby leads the school parade. Isn't that great? Danby leads the school parade. And look at her, look at the illustrations on this one. I thought the illustrations on this were really good. Very different too. Or Liz hair flip. I love it. We love a good end page. This one gave us a really good one. We love a good end. Something is already starting here. Something, a part of the story has already started. We're seeing a family who looks like they've been reunited with grandma. They just got off the plane. Looks like we're getting, this is giving us Asian customs. Yeah, the little doggies there. That's cute. Danby leads the school parade. Look at the moon in the background. It's got the little smile on its face. And then you got the United States of America. These United States. Oh, okay, Lauren. Be safe. On the first day of my new school in America, my heart beat. Boom, boom. Mama held me and whispered, "Listen to your teacher and eat your lunch." I said, "Don't worry, Mama. I'll be good today." And I walked through the big red door. So it's Danby's first day of school in America. She is in for a big surprise. I love how they detailed this big red door. Danby. Boom, boom. Everyone stared, but I didn't blink. So there she goes right inside her classroom. Her teacher welcomes her with open arms. And there's all the kids just looking at her. I love this little girl right here. Her pink dress, and then look at her skin, like a coffee brown. There's Danby. There's all the students. This reminds me, these illustrations remind me of that story that we read about the boy, the invisible boy. The teacher handed me a marker, but I wasn't sure why. Boom, boom. So I wrote my name, Danby, in perfect straight lines. It means sweet rain in Korean, but no one knew that here. Are you gonna read my Juneteenth books on Thursday? Ooh, Maria, yes. I'm gonna get on top of that. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, it is the 19th. Gonna get some books. Hey, Tanya, welcome in. I'm pretty sure the library has some. Annie Burrell passed away today. Maria, can you DM me so I remember? Because I'll get caught up and then I'll forget. But I definitely want to look into that. Okay, so we have a bunch. Okay, so I wrote my name, Danby, in perfect straight lines. Oh, she wrote it in the way she writes it in Korean. It means sweet rain in Korean, but no one here knew that. Thank you. When the music started, I tried dances I'd never seen and games I didn't know. When the music started, I tried dances I'd never seen and games I didn't know. I tried and tried and tried again. So there are the kids building things, and she's going to try and help them out. They don't look too reassured about her helping. And then all of a sudden, she leans over and all collapses. She hasn't been very successful her first day of school. There are the kids. They're all looking at her. And then she tries to help out, and she knocks the whole thing down. Oh, Christina, yeah, I saw that. She was young too, 55. But no one played with me. Yeah. It's kind of hard to break in to a classroom when the system is already in place. It's always hard to start in a new classroom when the system is already in place. Clap, clap. The teacher said something, and everyone pulled out their lunches. That I knew how to do. Yes, eating food is a universal custom, but I think the type of food is what's different. She's gonna probably take out some of her Korean food. Her little knapsack looks a little different than what other kids are eating. Yams and honey, crystal dumplings, sweet and sour mini skewers, rainbow drops, and half moon rice cakes dipped in sweet sesame. All my favorites. She has a whole gourmet dinner created for her. Look at all her food. And then look at the kids. Wow, everyone cried. Everyone was amazed by her food. Yeah, her parents do feed her well. The girl with pigtails looked and looked, so I gave her a rainbow drop. Uh-oh, this wasn't working. So I showed her how it's done. Everyone wanted to try it too. Click, clack, click, clack. That gave me an idea. So she wanted to share some of her food with the girl, and she had chopsticks. But the little girl didn't know how to use the chopsticks. Wasn't going too well. So she picked it up. And now that gave her an idea. She's probably going to use that to teach and to make close connections with the other kids. Ting! I tapped my lunchbox. She tapped her juice box. Ting ding! And then, oh no, they're going to make musical instruments out of her chopsticks. They pick them up and then they start making music. Ting ting. You have chopsticks, it's always like a temptation to do that. Make them out of drums. It got a little wild. Boom, boom, boom. Tap, tap, tap. I love all the activity in this book, or on this page. So there's the teacher, and there's the kids. They're all looking, drawing, eating at the same time. This must be a Montessori school. They're eating and painting, and doing a whole bunch of things all at once. Yeah, Maria, this is a good page. It's good illustrations. Lots of activity going on. Let's have a parade. We took over the classroom. Look at this girl right here. All the other kids joining in the festivities. They made their own little parade in the classroom. Yes, lots of motion, lots of movement. And this rainbow. I love how the music's just encoded in rainbows. Makes it really pretty. And the playground. I had a feeling it might be here. I had a feeling I might like it here. So they follow outside. They take the music outside. Look at how joyful that picture is. Those faces. Very joyful. Yeah, Tanya, the illustrator spent a lot of time on the details of this. From rainbows to hairstyles to these little glittery things here at the end. Books. The facial expressions, the details of the shirts. Lots of details. At the end of the day, I pointed to my nose and said, Danby, She put her hand on her chest and said, "I'm Nellie." Nellie showed me how to write her name in big round letters. And together we wrote our names on our cubbies. Aw, we love Nellie. Nellie was really nice. She introduced herself. Look at her little skirt. That's really cute. And now they're sitting down, helping each other draw their names. And she's on the wall drawing her name. Or they're drawing their names on their cubbies. It's really cute. That night, I told Mama, I made a new friend, and we'll play again tomorrow. She smiled her big smile. Aw. She's got a very loving family. Very loving family. On the fog of the window, I wrote my name. Soft and round, with a dot just above one straight line. Danby. I like this black that's surrounding it, and then this pop of red here in the middle. The pop of red. And then there she is. Danby. That's a really good picture. Let's see what the author has to say. I will never forget my first day of school in America. I remember standing in front of the whole class, everyone staring at me, not understanding a word from the teacher. I eventually learned English and grew up to embrace my bicultural identity. But the shock of that first day and the feeling of being an outsider stayed with me. And so, when my nieces were born, I looked for fun picture books featuring heroic characters with whom they could identify. If these characters existed, I didn't find them, and that is what inspired me to create Danby. Aww. Passing it forward. Passing it forward. Danby leads the school parade. This is a good one by Anna Kim. This was a good purchase. This is one of the ones that I bought for 25 cents at the local library. And I even got to keep the cover. Even got to keep the library cover. Let's look at what we've read so far. I feel like tonight's going to be a really good title book. Yeah, Maria, that was a good one. Where the Sidewalk Ends, one. And then we just finished reading Danby. Danby leads the school parade. I think I'm going to go with Danby. That's a good one. It's a good story. I like the when the author gives their own personal information at the end and lets us know how they relate to it. Prince Hairflip 2, Janelle Howell 2, Renee 2, Maria 2. Yeah, I agree. 2 was a good one. Those of you on YouTube, you can vote if you'd like. Prince Hairflip, you missed the poems. Amanda Williams, too. Let's set the timer for 1 minute so we can tap away. Hey Siri, set the timer for 1 minute. Our goal for tonight is 30K.
Starting now.
Our goal tonight is 30K. We have 15 out of the 20 hey there's. We're trying to make 20 of those. While we do that, let's check in on Lizzie Fish. Yeah, YouTubers are here. They're a little quiet. Tanya, summer's going really good. I was telling my friend earlier that I'm glad that I planned my vacation at the end of the month because it just gives me a lot of time to just do things that I need to do. And then I'll have to start packing until this weekend. So, Lizzie Fish, let's check in on her, see what she is up to. Oh, she's hiding in the little thing right here. She's a little shy. She knew that we were talking about her, so she decided to hide. Yeah, she loves it in there. That was a good purchase. Hey Siri, turn off. There is our minute. We're at 13K. Tanya, it is. Definitely, I was thinking that too. It's definitely going by really fast. Definitely going by fast. Let me clean up this area here. All right. Let's see what else we have in terms of books. I know, June's almost over. It's what? The 16th today? 17th today. Lord Almighty. Okay, any books that I take out of this bag here are the ones that we purchased at the library. Yes, same here, Maria. I know. Cooler weather. Yep. Yes, John. Waiting for Goliath. This one's called Waiting for Goliath. We love a good end page. This is kind of, doesn't really give us any information. It's just some coloring. Waiting for Goliath. Bear has been sitting and waiting since dawn. Maria, you're really going to like this one. I think this is the type of art that you like in children's literature. The cutout ones. Like the paper mache. Some cute little jasmine tree in the back there. The little flowers. This almost looks like our spring tree with the little buds on it. Bear has been sitting and waiting since dawn. They look like cutouts that have been put on a background. I'm waiting for Goliath, he tells everyone. Goliath is coming. He's my best friend. We got a dragonfly, a bird that's joined him, his friends. He's on the bench there waiting for Goliath. Is he as strong as you? Asks Robin. Much stronger, says Bear, and smart. He can count to 18. There's a little bird right up. Yeah, let's see if we can get up to 20K before the end of this third book. And there's our little friend there. Bear dozes off. He snores and dreams and waits for Goliath. Such a cool picture. Cool illustrations. Your Goliath isn't coming, says Robin. Of course he is, says Bear. He is definitely coming, you'll see. So we're starting to get some doubt whether or not, from the bird, whether or not Goliath is coming. Bear goes behind a bush. The robin twitter. Quick, Bear, someone's here. Is he behaving himself? Does he smell nice? Asks Bear. Not exactly, says the robins. Then it's not Goliath, growls Bear. I love this anticipation they're building. I want to know who Goliath is. But look at these fall leaves. These autumn colors, oranges and reds. Hey, Chiquita, welcome in. Oranges and reds. And then you got this little paper cutout of a dog. And the birds. A bus pulls up and the doors open. A bus pulls up and the doors open. Hey, Lori Garcia, welcome in. I'm celebrating my B-Day. Oh, nice, Lori Garcia, welcome in. Happy birthday to you. My allergies are so bad right now. Oh, no, Christina. Let's all wish happy birthday to Lori Garcia. Let's sing her happy birthday together. Ready, guys? Ready, begin. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Lori Garcia. Happy birthday to you. We are reading Waiting for Goliath. We still don't know who Goliath is, and we don't even know if he's going to show up yet. But I love this background color here. Really nice. But no one gets out. The birds have flown away for winter. Yeah. Goliath hasn't showed up yet. But look at these reds in the background. These reds and these oranges and browns. Reds, oranges, and browns. Sometimes Bear forgets that he is waiting for Goliath. He definitely is a cutout of something pasted on what looks like an illustration in the back. Isn't that cool? He feels sleepier and sleepier. We love a good moon. We still don't know who Goliath is. But he's waiting on Goliath. When he wakes up, it is warm again. He hears a faint noise like a hand sliding slowly across paper. Goliath is coming. Maybe it's like the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Yeah, if you ain't napping, get to tapping. Yes, we're at 15K. Let's try to make our goal of 20K before the end of the book. We have 30 people in the room. Let's tap, tap, tap. Goliath, says Bear, you made it. I'm sorry, says Goliath. I came as fast as I could. Never mind, says Bear. You're here now. Are you guys ready to see who Goliath is? I came as fast as I can. The little snail. Isn't that funny, Chiquita? And I knew exactly what we're going to do. Aw, look, it fits in his hand. He fits right in his paw. Isn't that funny? The little snail. Aw. He's out there playing with him on the swing. He puts him on his head. I was thinking it was going to be a big thing, too. A little snail. That's sweet. The end. Waiting for Goliath. Good one. I really enjoy the illustrations. Let's see what the illustrations on this one were called, because they usually give us a description of what they call it. Let's see. 2017 is the publication date. Reproduced, distributed. No, it doesn't tell us. It doesn't give us any details on what kind of art they used. Waiting for Goliath. That was a good one. Yeah, by Destovsky. Yeah, that was a paper cutout art. I love it. All right, let's take a vote. We started with Where the Sidewalk Ends. Followed that one with Danby. Danby leaves the school parade. And then Waiting for Goliath. I was going to say, how'd you come up with this Dostoevsky? Waiting for Goliath. What is your vote? 1, 2, or 3? 1, 2, or 3. Janelle, how you're going to stick with 2? Maria, 3. Where is Mr. Porter and Tabby? Christina, I think we read all 4 of our Mr. Putter and Tabbies. Hey, Brianna, welcome in. No, that's fine. Hey, Lauren 2, John 2, or John 3. Maria, you like the snail one? Yeah, that was a good one. I like that one. I think I'm going to stick with 2 with Danby. Although I really like the art on that 3rd one. All right, let's set the time. Oh, yeah, we're 80% at our goal. Let's set the timer for 1 minute. Hey, Siri, set the timer for 1 minute. We're at 19K. We're trying to make 30K, 10K. We're almost there, guys. We made our goal. We made our goal. Let's set a new goal. Let's do a real easy one for everyone. Let's do finger hearts. Let me look for the finger hearts on this one. Finger hearts. Or no, let's do heart puffs. I love the heart puffs. Let's do 20 of those. Heart puffies. Confirm. All right. Yes, Brianna, there's a whole series. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to look on... tomorrow I'm going to go... Hey, Siri, turn off. Tomorrow I'm going to go to the library. I'm going to check out those Juneteenth books, but I'm going to also see if we can get some more of the Mr. Putter ones. I was looking online to see... I went on Thrift Books to see if they have the anthology. They don't. They do have an anthology, but it's pretty expensive. I think it's like 99 bucks. But I'm also going to look for some of her titles, though, the author's titles. Because she's got some really good ones in there that I saw. So, yeah, pretty expensive. All right, let's look at our other library haul. We still have a lot of books left over from the library haul that we did last week. Lots of titles to choose from. Lots of titles to choose from. Let's see what we have. Oh, I saw this one, and I really love the illustrations on it. The illustrations sometimes do really tell a good story. Finding Home. And look at that fashionable rabbit. Oh, Magic School Bus? We'll look for them, okay, John? Finding Home. Look at this rabbit. Got a very stylish satchel with a flower. It's probably a hibiscus. And then look at the pants. They're cuffed. And he's got some high tops on there. I can already tell we're going to love this one. Can already tell. Look at that end page. Look at that end page. We get a nice little plant with a drawer here. Yeah, John, they have a whole bunch of the Magic School Bus ones over there. I'll look into those and see what we can find. Little stove. He's got his little portable coffee maker here. Yeah, he does have a human face, huh, Lauren? His eyes. Finding Home. It says the illustrations were created using collage, digital scanning, and Photoshop. 2021. With the arrival of fall came a gust of wind that blew Conejo's house away. Aww. We're going to have to save this one for fall. We're going to have to reread it again. It says, with the arrival of fall came a gust of wind that blew Conejo's house away. That's Conejo. Isn't that a funny name? Yeah, the end page is really good, Lindsay. Conejo followed the trace of the wind until he felt very tired. He began to wonder if he would ever find his house, when all of a sudden he heard Lobo Lobito honking his horn. Hey, Conejo, do you want to go for a ride? I'm in luck, said Conejo. Will you help me look for my house? I love these Spanish names. Rabbit and then Lobo, Lobito. So Bear, Lobito. Isn't that fun? Hey, just relax, welcome in. Together they drove over mountains and crossed valleys, but they didn't find Conejo's house. They're on the little moped on a mountain going over. Conejo. Lobo Lobito tried to cheer him up. Everything will be all right. Say cheese, Conejo. So they're gonna go look for his house because the wind blew it away. He took off his shoes. He's got these little striped socks on with his cuffed shoes. They've got carrots, they've got apples. He took a picture of them. That was nice of him to do. Conejo set off again in a good mood. Bye, Lobo Lobito. Thank you. Oh, he put him in a good mood. He gave his friend some attention. His friend, that's all sometimes he needs is just some attention. To be put in a good mood again. Lobo Lobito. Conejo walked and walked until he came to a colorful jungle. The branches shook in a nearby tree. It was his friend Perezoso. You look worried, Conejo. I'm searching for my house. A gust of wind carried it away. Let's look for it together, said Perezoso. Perezoso. The little monkey. That's a colorful jungle, too. Look at those leaves. How pretty they are. They climbed the tallest tree in the jungle and looked out over a sea of leaves. I don't see your house, Conejo. I'm sorry. Aw. Look at how pretty that is. Yellows, blues, reds. Conejo. But I have something for you. A little gift. My very favorite flower. I love it, said Conejo. See you soon, Perezoso. Thanks for everything. Conejo set off, feeling hopeful. So his first friend, the bear, gave him a picture, took a picture of himself. They had a little picnic. Perezoso helped him look around for the house. They couldn't find it, but he left him a little parting gift, a little flower. So he's got a photo of himself and a little flower. Yes, very vibrant. We love good, vibrant colors. After leaving the jungle behind, Conejo traveled to a small town. Hi, Bujita, he called. Can I come in? Of course, Conejo. You are always welcome here. So there he is. He's in the big city now. And he's going to go visit, in a small town. Bujita. That's Bujita. Conejo told Bujita about his troubles over a cup of hot tea. You know, Conejo, maybe I can't help you find your house, but I will give you my music and my stories. Aww. So she plays the cello. And she served him some hot tea. They had an afternoon together. So she's going to give him her music and her stories. Conejo set off once more, filled with warmth. Aw, that's nice. I really like how he's gaining a lot of things while he lost his home. Lots of love, lots of loving things. Soon Conejo came to a stream. He thought about the gifts and good cheer his friends had given him. But when Conejo looked at his reflection in the water, he saw sadness. Aww. He thought about the gifts and the good cheer his friends had given him. But even though they had given that to him, when he went to the stream, he looked at himself. He saw sadness. He saw sadness. Conejo sat with sadness for some time. Yeah, sometimes you gotta just sit with it. Sometimes you just have to sit with your feelings. As terrible as it may feel, sometimes we just gotta sit with it. Our goal for tonight is 30K. We're almost there, guys. When the rain had cleared, Conejo felt a breeze that blew in a different direction than before. The winds of change. The winds of change. Conejo did not find his old house, but he found his way. He filled his new home with memories, a photo, a flower, and a book, and plenty of music and stories. So in this previous page, she's going towards this little cave here. And it turns out that that little cave is going to be his new home. He didn't find his home, but look at the little cave. It's in the bottom of the dirt. Isn't that cozy? And all the gifts that his friends gave him, the picture, the flower, and the music, a photo, a flower, a book, and plenty of music and stories. And there's the monkey helping him move in some furniture. Isn't that fun? The author's note. My inspiration to create this book about losing a home and rebuilding came from personal experience. In the fall of 2017, Puerto Rico was struck by Hurricane Maria. And around the same time, Mexico City, where I live, was hit by a strong earthquake. So many were left homeless and had to rebuild from scratch. It made me think about the feeling of longing for home is universal. It is part of the immigrant experience. Those who leave their home countries behind and migrate elsewhere know this well. But even someone relocating to a new city or going to a new school can understand the journey of making a new home. This is also a story about finding ourselves. Sometimes things get complicated all of a sudden, and it can be difficult to see our path forward. It is important to sit with our complicated feelings and explore them. And it is okay to turn to friends and loved ones when we need help. Sometimes sadness decides to stay with us for a moment, but this doesn't mean it will last forever. You are loved and you are strong. And when you are ready, you will find your way. Esteli Mesa. Esteli Mesa. Aw, and then look at the end page here. Yeah, not too long ago, Chiquita. And look at the new page here. He's got his new little casita. And he's invited all his little friends over. He got his little coffee maker back. Heather Jensen, isn't that a good one? That's a good end page. Yay, we made the goal. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate that. Let's see if we can make our heart puffs. We've got 3 heart puffs out of 20 so far. The end. I think my vote switched. Yeah, we can rest our thumbs now. Finding home. This was a good one. I love, you notice how this one and Danby today were based off of personal experiences? The immigrant experience. very, very of our times. The Immigrant Experience, Finding Home, and Danby. You guys got really good titles tonight. You guys got really good titles. Lots of deep thought in these books. And these are all the ones I got for 25 cents. Let's put them in order. We started with Where the Sidewalk Ends, 1. Danby, 2. Waiting for Goliath, this was fun. And then Finding Home. I really like this one. I really like this one, Finding Home, 4. We all need to be reminded of the immigrant experience. All right, let's take a vote. Renee, 2 and 4. Thank you so much, Just Relax. I really appreciate that. Yeah, 2 and 4 are really good. Lindsay, 4. You should read another one because it's summer. Christina, I love it. Nat, 4. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, Christina, I agree with you because it's only 8:06. You guys get an extra one tonight. You guys get a 5th book tonight. And you know if that 5th books don't come, they don't come easily. When you get a 5th book, it's a rarity. But Christina's right. It is summer break. Oh, and plus I want to read this one too. I saw this one. You know this one's going to be good. Mm-hmm. I love it. The Magic Cap. The Magic Cap. Look at that picture. When I saw this one, I didn't need to open it. I knew it was going to be good. The Magic Cap. Look at that cap. See what happens here. And look at that end page. It's a quilt pattern. Let's see what kind of art they used on this. It doesn't say, but it was published in 2023, so it's pretty new. Oh, it's No Make Me as a Baby TikTok. I love it. Yeah, East Coast. Mm-hmm. A long time ago, 2 children lived in a tiny thatched cottage in the woods. Guys, we're already going to love this one. Not only that, but because it has the word thatched. A long time ago, 2 children lived in a tiny thatched cottage in the woods. Azura and Arlo were happy in their humble home with only their pet hedgehog, Crispin, as company. A thatched roof. This one, Maria, is this one's not one of the ones that I purchased. This one's one that I checked out. But look at that art. And they've got a quilt hanging here on the line. They've got a humble little cottage there. Look at the trees in the background. So pretty. Sadly, one morning, Crispin fell ill. Rolled up in his basket, he refused to play. The children tried everything to make their pet feel better. They made him a favorite slug soup, brewed pots of cucumber tea, and even took turns rocking him for hours under the moonlight. To no avail, Crispin remained pale and listless. Their little pet hedgehog was not feeling well. And look at these illustrations here of our 2 friends. They made it some food to see if it would feel better. Look at, she's comforting the little hedgehog right there. And we're loving these patterns. Look at these patterns that they're wearing on their shirt. We have to find a gnome, said Izura. A gnome? What for? Asked Arlo. Because gnomes are magical. If we find one, we could ask it to help Crispin. But how can we find a gnome? We could try to lure it with a bit of food, answered Azura. We hide, we wait, and when it appears, we ask it for help. So there's some lore behind this gnome. They're going to look for a gnome to help Crispin. Excited by their plan, the children searched their home from top to bottom for a bit of food to attract a gnome. An old crouton, a slice of blood pudding, perhaps a few raisins. Food was a rare commodity. Finally, they decided to pour the last of their milk into a small bowl. So they're looking for food to find to attract the gnome. I hope this works, whispered Azura. With a bowl in hand, the children ventured into the woods. Again, look at this cool pattern here. Isn't that fun? So they're going to go venture outside and they're going to go look and see if they can attract the gnome. Hunched silently behind a bush, Azura and Arlo waited. They held their breath and stared at their offering. Then, so here they are looking, but look at all the little gnomes that are hiding. All the little red hats. The gnomes. They're waiting for one to come out. Oh. Ah. Shh. So they left the milk out there and it's attracting everything except the gnomes. It attracted some deer. It attracted, I forgot what that is, a squirrel, a hedgehog, or a hog, I forgot, a boar, a fox, a toad, or maybe that's a squirrel. No, that's not a squirrel, it looks like a toad. A gnat. Snails. The bowl is empty and still no gnome. Let's go home, sighed Azura. Perhaps we will be luckier tomorrow. So they gave up, but then look at the little gnomes. They're hiding. An acorn. The next morning, breakfast was a symphony of sad sounds. The rumbling of bellies, the drumming of the rain, and the sighing of a frail hedgehog. Moreover, the animals that the children had seen the day before gathered at the cottage window. They seemed to be waiting either for the rain to pass or for someone to feed them some more. So all their food is gone. There's the little hedgehog, Crispin the hedgehog. And then there's the little animals that they fed with the milk. Looks like they attracted a whole legion of animals. Let me fix this guy really quick. We need to have the aesthetic. And when the aesthetic is not right. Poor Crispin and poor animals and poor us. Take heart, brother. I have a feeling that today will be our lucky day. But the pantry is empty, lamented Arlo. Cheer up. Nature is teeming with wonderful delights. Follow me. So they're getting a little discouraged. Arlo or Crispin is not feeling good. Their little pet. So they're gonna go out. They're gonna go into nature. Nature is teeming with wonderful delights. Follow me. With growling bellies, the children and Crispin once again set off for the forest. Curious, the animals followed. Blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. Soon their bowl was overflowing with freshly picked wild fruit. Asura, are you sure that gnomes like berries? So they're on the hunt for food. And there's all the animals following them. They doubled their problems. But look at the little gnomes. They're in there hiding. The little red hats. The little red pointy hats. The gnomes. The instant she turned away to answer, the sneaky toad leapt up and gobbled down almost the entire bowl in one gargantuan bite. Only a single measly mushroom remained. Soaked, dismayed, and with hardly anything to show for their efforts, Izora and Arlo sighed. Perhaps gnomes like mushrooms. They are feeding the whole forest except for Crispin and themselves. That frog came, ate all the food. Look at the frog's expression. He's all, who, me? Like they did the day before, the children hid behind a bush. They waited and waited and waited. They waited such a long time that they fell asleep. There's all the gnomes, the genomes. There they are, Arlo and Azura, falling asleep. All the animals have fallen asleep too. Red Cap, Magic Cap. Will you take a look at that? So there's the bowl with the one mushroom left. The gnome goes in. Oh, maybe they're looking for food. Red Cap, Magic Cap. Will you look at that? Can't resist a gift just right. Make a trade into the night. They're going to take the mushroom. Let's see what they do with the mushroom. The gnomes. When they woke up, the children could not believe their eyes. Look, the mushroom is gone and there are 2 gold coins in its place. Do you think it was a gnome? I don't know, but these gold coins will allow us to buy milk, butter, flour, and sugar for years to come. Aww. The sweet gnomes. 2 gold magic coins. Enough for the whole family to feed the whole family. Yet Arlo was still sad. If a gnome did come, we missed our chance to ask it to heal Crispin. Look, he's still shivering. Crispin's teeth were chattering so loudly that he could be heard across the forest. Wait here, we'll get something warm to warm you up. Aww. Little Crispin, he gets a whole 2 pages dedicated to him. He's shivering. He's still not feeling good. We love a good page where we don't get any words. So there's the little bird there. So the 2 kids went off. There's the gnome looking at little Crispin. He's not feeling good. Hey, Suri, welcome in. So he takes the cap off, and then he puts the cap on little Crispin. Oh, the bird helps fly it onto his head. Not fun. Crispin, there you are. Where did this strange little red cap come from? It's a mystery, but Crispin seems to be doing much better. Aw. Look at little Crispin. He's got his little red hat on. He seems to be doing a lot better. The gnomes came through. Izura, Arlo, and Crispin headed home with a spring in their step. I am so glad Crispin is better, but I wish we could have seen some gnomes. Yet our plan still worked. How strange. I love how this book and that other book, through tragedy, they found a whole bunch of new friends. Conejo found all his new friends after his house disappeared. And these two found a whole bunch of new friends after just trying to find something for their friend, Crispin. So the two little children lived happily ever after in their tiny thatched cottage in the woods, together with their pet hedgehog, some friendly wild animals, and a few magical gnomes. And they are all still yet to see. Aww. Their little thatched roof. The end. The Little Gnomes. This was a good one. My vote switched. The Magic Cap. This was a good one. The Magic Cap. All right, let's take a vote. You guys got really good titles tonight. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 good titles. We started with Where the Sidewalk Ends, 1. We made our goal. We're still looking for some Heart Puffs. Danby. Waiting for Goliath, 3. Finding Home, 4. Yeah, you guys did chug on. And then The Magic Cap. I liked 5. This was a good one. I knew by this art alone I was gonna really love it. John 4, John 5. Mm-hmm. John 5, you like 5? What is everybody's votes tonight? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with 5. Yes, K Trow, you're right. Lots of good vocabulary. And that's what we love about children's literature. Thatched. Thatched is a really good word. Maria 3, Renee 2, 4, and 5. I can't choose. Yeah, you guys got really good ones. That's why, Renee. You guys got really good titles tonight. Alrighty, friends. Thank you so much for the 37,000 likes. We went over our goal by 7,000 on YouTube, on TikTok. Thank you so much for the roses. Really appreciate that. We did achieve one of our goals for tonight earlier. Thank you for that. It is 11:23 on the East Coast. It is 8:23 on the West Coast. If you're on the East Coast and you're going to go to bed, have yourself a good night. If you're going to stay up for our second live, which starts in 40 minutes, we will be back on at 9 o'clock West Coast time, 12 o'clock East Coast time. And for everybody in between, it's usually about 2 hours, so 11 o'clock for everybody else. Alrighty, friends, have yourselves a good night, and we will see you in 40 minutes.